Welcome to the Craft Beer Review. September is here, and this year I'm on a mission to find my favorite Oktoberfest of 2022. I'm going to start off with Troeg Independent Brewing's Oktoberfest Lager. Alright, I'm excited to try this. I've been looking forward to fall, looking forward to getting some malty beer. I love Oktoberfest beer. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun, finding out which Oktoberfest of 2022 is my favorite. Alright, let's take a look. Nice amber orange color. Very nice. Decent amount of carbonation, not too much. Definitely some bubbles heading to the surface. Little bit of head, not much on there. Nice malty aroma, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of earthiness to it. I like. Alright, let's see what the bottle says. Alcohol, 6.1%. Malt, Pilsner and Munich malt. That's pretty much standard for your traditional Marzen style Oktoberfest. And hops, they use Hallertau Tradition, another typical German hop. Alright, Troeg's Oktoberfest is here. Our take on this timeless German style starts with a traditional brewing technique called decoction, creating a bright, dry maltiness. A kettle addition of Hallertau Tradition hops adds subtle floral and herbal undercurrents to this toasty, sweet fest lager. Alright, let's see. I did pull up their website, and pretty much they have the same information on their website that's on the bottle. That's one of the things I like about Troeg. They put a lot of information on the bottle. It's nice. Let's see here. Cheers. Oh, that's good. Definitely dry. Trying to see if they have the IBUs. I didn't see the IBUs on the website. I don't see it on the bottle either. I would say definitely that first sip is pretty much what I'd expect. I mean, I'm getting the nice malty caramel coming through. I would say this is probably light to medium bodied. Definitely some earthy, herbal character to the flavor of this beer. Which, if you've seen any of my other videos on Marzen style Oktoberfest, you know I like that. That's one of the things I'd say of German beer styles, German lagers in particular. Marzens and Bocks are pretty much my favorite, and pretty much the difference between the two styles is that Marzens typically get a little bit more hop character in the flavor. Not a lot. I mean, it's still a malty beer, but you get a little bit more of that earthy, floral, herbal, whatever descriptor you want to use. You usually get a little bit more of that in the flavor because they usually do a little bit later hop addition. With Bocks, it's pretty much, you get one bittering addition at the beginning of your boil, and that's it. So much more malty. Like I said, Oktoberfest, typically the traditional grains used are Pilsner malts and Munich malts, and all of the maltiness comes from the Munich malts. The traditional grains for a Bock beer are Vienna malts and Munich malts. So basically, Bocks are a little bit more alcohol, a little bit more malty, a little bit more bready. And that's pretty much what the difference between a Bock and a Marzen is. I brewed my own Marzen this year. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try that later. I'm letting it go to a little bit more, like an aged lager, and I made mine using Vienna and Munich malt. I think a lot of breweries have started using more Vienna malt in place of the Pilsner malt, at least in the United States, in order to bump up the maltiness, give it a little bit more bready flavor. So it's almost like I named my Marzen a half bock uh, because it's the grains I use. They're typically what you'd expect from a bock beer. I just made it a little bit smaller, less alcohol, to fit the Marzen style. I'm looking forward to see how that one tastes. It's good. I do enjoy a nice Marzen Oktoberfest. Of the two types of Oktoberfest beers here in the U.S., you've got the Marzen style and then a more modern Fest beer, which is lighter in color, not quite as malty. I definitely prefer the more traditional Marzen. I like the amber Oktoberfest beer. I really do. All right, this is a good one, but it's the first one of the season. So I'd say this one's pretty straightforward. There's nothing about this Oktoberfest that's blowing me away. I enjoy it. It's great. It's exactly what I'd expect. A little bit lighter bodied than I was hoping for, but hey, I'd say this is more of a traditional Marzen style. I think this example from an American brewery out of Pennsylvania using the Pilsner and Munich malt grains. I think this is a little bit more traditional, a little bit more like the German examples, the actual German examples, than what a lot of American breweries are doing these days, and exactly what I did, which was switching out the Pilsner malt for the Vienna malt to get a little bit more breadiness. I wonder what the IBUs are on this. I mean, it tastes... Overall, it's pretty balanced, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit of bitterness in the finish. It's nice. All right. Out of 5 stars, I'm going to give this a solid 3.5. It's good. It's great, but it's not... Well, it's good, but it's not blowing me away. It's good, but not great. But, I would buy it again. If I was handed this by a friend, I would absolutely enjoy drinking every sip of it. So, first Marzen of the year. Can't wait to try more. Cheers.